My style is ridiculous.
Skibbidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibbidi dum dum dim dim. Skibbidi.
Baby, you can't read the doll.
Okay, y'all, this is Boy Meets Doll. Today I have a super special treat. We're gonna be flipping through this American Girl's Holiday Catalog 1994. Me and my best friend already looked through it together and it was like kind of a walk down memory lane. So I also wanted to share it with you. I think like the more people, the better. It just brings back a lot of nostalgia and it's just so much fun. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, here you have the original 5. So you have Felicity, Kirsten, Addie, Samantha, and Molly. Of these 5 dolls, the only one I currently have is Molly. And actually, I'm at my best friend's house and we were kind of playing dress up with all of my Molly outfits. So I did bring Molly on the trip with me. And what I think is so cool is that each doll kind of represents like a different decade or time period. Obviously, Molly is quite a bit later. And I didn't realize there was such a big jump between Felicity. So she's obviously like American Revolution time frame, and Kirsten, you know, much later. I think this is sort of towards the Civil War era. Me and my friend, my best friend, were like, I didn't realize it was Kirsten for some reason in my brain. And I don't know if this is like the Mandela effect or whatever. I thought it was Kristen. But so much fun to see them here with their original book covers. I think these covers are my favorite. And some of our goals is we both want to get some of the sets. Like I definitely want Molly's full set. And my friend wants Samantha and eventually Felicity. And Kirsten. I actually think, so of these dolls, I'm not going to get Samantha. For some reason, with my best friend having her, I feel like I have her too. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I want to get Nellie, which is Samantha's best friend. And then that way we kind of have the best friends. Definitely, I want Addie. You'll see some of her stuff. And we both really want Kirsten and eventually Felicity. So love these original 5. Oh, look at this. This is so chic, beautiful, gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And just, you know, this is such an iconic outfit. I love the pattern. I love her little items here, Felicity's accessories and her little bonnet. Just beautiful. And we were kind of noticing the prices. Like, it's weird because some items are well priced, but some are quite pricey. Like here, well, the doll and paperback, $82. I guess that's actually not that bad. Because the dolls are now $125 a pop, which is like crazy expensive. So each doll, if you don't know about the originals, they all have like a school outfit. They have like a Christmas or holiday outfit. And then they have all the different little accessories and all the pricing here. Just super cute. This one is really iconic, her Christmas outfit. And me and my friend were both saying we love this Noah's Ark set, like so freaking cute. And look at her birthday story. I want the lamb so bad. And I just love how there's like the blue chairs and it's just so cute. And I'm sorry, I'll try to get like a good full-size photo too. But like Posy the Lamb, $16. Her needlework kit and frame, $22. How fun would it have been to like finish some needlework? So my friend was telling me that back then they would kind of start it for you and then see how it's not fully filled in right here. Sorry about the glare. You would actually continue it. But then I guess at some point, American Girl was like, maybe we shouldn't be giving children needles. So I think they stopped that at some point. And here are 2 more of her outfits. We have her summer outfit, again with some of these blues. I love the patterns, love this hat. And then look at this iconic, I think this is her winter coat. So we both noticed though, it looks like her Christmas dress is under the coat. So let's flip back. Looks like this is the dress that she had underneath her cape, her hood here, the red hood. But my friend was saying there used to be a different dress here. Look at her little snowshoes, absolutely adorable. And I do love just the attention to detail over here. Her colonial undergarments and her travel trunk is super, super cute. And then over here, her bedroom set. So we have her bed. My friend was saying she loved her bed. This was like goals status. Look at this brown furniture. And then I love her riding outfit. That green outfit is just like chef's kiss, you know? And we were reading about this. This would actually be something you'd heat up and keep under the blankets to keep yourself warm in the winter. So all these colonial secrets. Okay, it is the next day. I had to run, but we are going to continue with the icon, the legend herself, Miss Kirsten Larson. This outfit is so iconic. I love this embroidered little pocket she has for her spoon. You know, it's so iconic. I recognize this outfit immediately, and I believe they still sell it at American Girl, which is awesome. All right, over here we have her school outfit. It's kind of a maroon colored dress. She has her little bench for school, which is just adorable. We have to remember this was kind of like the pioneer time, and I believe she is from a different country. I believe her family is immigrants. I want to say Sweden, perhaps. So a lot of her, you know, cultural items are kind of coded with that. This is also a really iconic pioneer lunch set. My best friend was saying she definitely remembers this and, you know, reviewing it. And insert music here. Kirsten's Christmas outfit is, to me, the most iconic outfit in American Girl history. If you don't know this outfit, you're gonna know it today. You're gonna remember the iconic Christmas wreath around her head with the candles, and it is just so beautiful. She has her little mini-me doll here, her St. Lucia tray. This is just such an iconic outfit. It's just etched in my memory and is so very beautiful. And here is her birthday outfit. It kind of gives Samantha's birthday outfit vibes. We had noticed that whoever originally had this magazine had starred little things that they wanted, which is really, really sweet. I love this table. Love the details on the wood carvings. The trestle table and chairs were only $75, which actually sounds like quite a really good deal. You have her little mama cat and kitten, just adorable. We have her friendship quilt. And my goodness, so you can get everything on these 2 pages except the doll for $205, which honestly, I mean, for everything you're seeing is not bad. You have to remember though, this is 1994, I think it was. What year was this again? 94. So that is quite pricey. You know, for back then, that's a lot of money. But again, still really good value with everything that you are getting here. And then, oh my gosh, okay, we were talking about how, me and my best friend were talking about how a lot of them love fishing. Like, they all love fishing. And we're like, what? Maybe I guess there weren't many activities back then. So, like, you know, people loved fishing, but I don't know, not my vibe. But still, outfit very cute. Love her iconic red boots. But this, Kirsten's winter woolens, this is still an iconic outfit. I see this for sale a lot on Facebook and is just so freaking cute. Like, definitely would want this for Kirsten if I ever am lucky enough to add her to my collection. All right. And we have her bed little set here, which is also iconic. My friend told me that these items could actually fit perfectly inside her little wardrobe box, her trunk. And you see her little bedtime outfit, her little woolen slippers, and her nighttime necessities. This is called a foot stove. Before she climbs into bed, she warms her toes there. In the pioneer days, the pan that fit inside was filled with hot coals that gave off heat. That is so very cool. And then she's got a couple of outfits over here. I really love this green and I love this plaid pattern. I've seen in other AG videos that Kirsten is probably the poorest American Girl of them all, like of all the historical dolls. And, you know, by the collection, you couldn't necessarily tell. I think they still gave her really nice items, but I suppose maybe like the simplicity of the items kind of lends itself to that idea. But here's Kirsten Larson, an absolute baddie, icon, legend. All right, here we have Addie Walker in her iconic pink meat outfit. She has her little accessories down here. When Addie and Mama escaped to freedom, they could take only a few possessions with them. Use Addie's kerchief to make a bundle for her to carry. Tuck her water gourd and the half dime from Uncle Solomon inside. It's the only money she and Mama had. So what I like about American Girl is they stayed true to history, and little girls and boys who were interested in it could actually learn about things that really happened. So Addie was able to escape. I think she goes to Philadelphia to, you know, escape slavery and earn her freedom. And I just think it's so cool that we have a doll that represents that portion of history. And they even gave her textured hair, but you're still able to play with it. Just really, really beautifully done. A beautiful doll. So Addie's school outfit is so gorgeous. If I recall correctly, her mom is a tailor. Like, she makes clothing, and so a lot of her clothes, you know, even though they didn't have lots of money, they were really, really well made and just beautiful little items down here. And then her Christmas dress, iconic. If I remember the story correctly, her mom made a dress for one of her clients, like her rich clients, and they didn't like the material, they hated it, and so her mom purchased it from them and made her own daughter this beautiful Christmas dress. And you could see her book here called Addie's Surprise, but just absolutely beautiful. Here's Addie's birthday outfit. I love that we have a brown and white kind of pattern here with her dress. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful table. I love this material here. This says, "My heart is glad, my country is free," which is really, really nice. And you can see the little bird here. And this is an item I see for sale quite often, is this Addie's ice cream making kit. But just absolutely beautiful. And here we go, Addie's summer outfit. Again, another gorgeous pattern. Beautiful hat. I love her little puppet show items here. Looks like she does a garden. And then her winter coat, absolutely gorgeous with this detailing here. I love the green, and it's just, you know, I love this little sled here with the bell. Just absolutely darling. This is Addie Walker. And her bedroom set. You know, not the most, you know, like glamorous set of them all, but again, I love that they're leaning into her story. I love how you have this kind of quilt here that looks like it's giving some kind of history as well, and just really, really overall adorable. So love it. And it was cool because down here it says, "More Addie treasures coming in 1995. Comment down below if you know what those other treasures would be. I really don't know. I don't know what they added the next year. All right, we have the icon, the legend, the myth, Samantha Parkington. Oh my gosh, this outfit is so iconic. I brought my friend, I got her this hat in an amazing condition, and brought it for her on this trip. I need to get her this locket, like how freaking adorable. And her little coin purse, oh, I just love it. Samantha is, for like a lot of millennial type age people, she is a doll that a lot of people, you know, couldn't afford. I mean, she's $82 here. Think about 1994, that was even more money. Excuse me, that was even more money. And, you know, so a lot of girls and boys, I'm sure, really, really wanted Samantha, and a lot of them couldn't afford her. So she kind of became like a grail doll in a sense. She's kind of like the doll of dolls is how I would describe her. Like, if you don't have Samantha, like, what are you doing, you know? Love this. They have this old order form inside the magazine. Oops, I'll blur out their name. But very, very cool. I have read stories that you can really, really complete orders, and they were really, you know, good about that kind of stuff. And you could see the really like antiquated magazine here. Okay, you have her adorable school outfit here. There is a name for it when I bought it. Well, I guess they called it a gray flannel school dress in the book, but when I bought it, I swear they called it her brownstone dress or something, but absolutely adorable. I bought this for my friend and brought this on the trip as well. Love her little accessories. My friend already has her gorgeous desk, and then you just need to add the bow up here. I also got my friend the Christmas dress, and such an iconic outfit. Just love her little ribbon, and oh my gosh, it's just absolutely adorable. Samantha's Surprise is an iconic book. All right, and her birthday dress with the little pinafore and the beautiful stripes and her little headband, just absolutely gorgeous. I love the vibe of this set. You can tell Samantha, you know, it's the Victorian era. I believe, if I recall correctly, she is an orphan, which is sad, but I'm glad they had a doll that's an orphan. But if I recall correctly, her aunt or uncle who she lives with is rich. So you kind of do get that vibes, you know, kind of rich, snitch, it rhymes with snitch, you know, but just beautiful nonetheless. And then I love her little sailor outfit. I think it's so adorable. My friend is not interested in this outfit, so no worries. And then I love the I Pine for You. I actually bought a shirt called, you know, that has the Piney Point logo someone made. And I love to dress Molly up in it. You know, wrong story, but I don't care. And so I just love the Piney Point kind of idea. And then here you have her beautiful cape, her iconic muffler and hat, and I love this valise. It's kind of like a purse. I found it the other day, but it was quickly snatched up. I didn't have time to buy that. And then her beautiful bedroom. I love the gold. I think it's really cool with the white and pink. This is just a whole vibe. Like, it's just such a vibe. The new Girl of the Year, Raquel Reyes, she is kind of coded to this as well. Hers is more a different color of pink with purple, but it's giving Samantha. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I can see why they'd harken back to it. I think it's a brilliant move. And you can see down here, you could get Samantha's starter collection for $2.95, which you get her doll, 3 hardcover books, her accessories, flannel school dress, tea tin lunchbox, books and straps. I mean, you're getting a lot of stuff. I feel like that would have been a really good deal. Even for $19.94, I guess, although it is pricey. Oh my goodness, the legend herself, Molly McIntyre. Another just absolute icon. Love her little kerchief with her name embroidered. That's one accessory, including her purse, that I need still. I need her hat as well, actually. I didn't realize she has a hat. But I just love this outfit. So beautiful. And to be fair, I have most of her outfits. I don't have Molly's school outfit. I did sell her book bag. I didn't really need it. I don't have much room to display, so it's not a priority for me. You can see the change in the desk. So now we have more like individualized, looks like they are connected at the bottom, but it's giving like separation between the desk and the chair. So you kind of see those changes. Love her green Christmas dress. I need to get white bows to swap out in her hair, but just such a cute dress. And I really want this nurse little mini doll. She's kind of hard to find, but just, she's kind of creepy looking, but I just really want her. And then this is really cute. This is iconic as well. It's her birthday dress. I'm wondering if Molly's Latina, because it's just giving me like piñata. It's giving me like, because even here, you know, so I need to read more about her. I'm wondering if maybe she's Latina, you know, or maybe partially Latina or something. But again, you know, paired with the book, just awesome that you could bring this to life with this beautiful set. It's gorgeous. This is another one of my favorite outfits, is her Camp Gonawagan outfit. I have some of it. So I have the hat and the shorts. I need to get the shirt and then her little bag. And I really want this, like, badly. It's just iconic, so cute. And then her little rain outfit, I would never take out her braids, so I will not be doing that. But just really cool. One thing we noticed is look when her braids are taken out, she looks exactly like Samantha. Like, is that not the same? Just funny, but just really, really gorgeous. And then I love her bedroom set, the red and white, her red and white pajamas. I have those, but I need this overcoat type thing. And it's just beautiful. There is controversy surrounding her Halloween outfit. Don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it was a little cultural appropriation-ish, which I would understand, but I'm not sure. I have seen a few people sell it, and it's cute. It comes with her little paper bag, so just a gorgeous set. Okay, and here is some of the coolest parts of American Girl is actual girls, you know, and maybe boys could actually dress up as the characters themselves. These are all items or dresses that we saw in the catalog. You can really live this portion of the story. You can dress like the dolls. I just think it's absolutely awesome. I mean, look at this Samantha Parkington dress. You could have Addie's Christmas dress, her school outfit, and then dress your doll identically. You know, it's just so fun and just leads into the imagination that is American Girl. Her pajamas, so cute. Oh, Molly's locket was $20 and, well, maybe this is the human size. I'm not sure. My friend was saying she loved this hair kit, so this is something I need to find. But I absolutely love it. And you also have craft books. So I loved it because they do theater kits and craft books and paper dolls. And it just, you know, it allowed girls and boys to just really take it to that next level and, you know, just really get into the dolls and the stories and, you know, would just bring it to life. We were looking at this. It's interesting. I'm like, is this Biddy Baby? But they just called it Our New Baby. They call it like Baby Doll. But interesting. I wonder if Biddy Baby came later. Something I don't know. I don't know anything about Biddy Baby, to be honest, so I'm not sure. And here is the back page. And I wanted to go ahead and read this message to you. This is the reason I love American Girl. I'm going to end it here. Deep in the basement of a small museum lies a tattered, water-stained doll trunk. Open the dusty lid and the long-ago childhood of some lucky young girl comes instantly to life. Tucked gently inside is a beautiful porcelain doll, clearly loved and much played with. Dressed in blue silk and surrounded by marvelous accessories, this doll and her tiny treasures were the cherished possessions of their owner, possessions so special they were put away into some faraway day when her own little girl could delight in them. I discovered this trunk by chance, more than a year after I begun working on the American Girls collection. It served as a powerful reminder of why I had begun the collection and what I hoped it would accomplish. At an age when girls are old enough to read and still love to play, they need books and dolls that capture their imaginations and are worth caring for. The stories in the American Girl collection come alive with beautiful dolls and period doll clothes. The doll accessories are replicas of real things found in times gone by. They are quality pieces, not plastic playthings, and are made for children over 8 years old to treasure. I hope the American Girls collection will be dearly loved and well played with and then passed down to other generations of girls tomorrow. A reminder that growing up in America is, has been, and can always be an experience to pleasure. Pleasant T. Rowland. Thank you so much for watching. This is Boy Meets Doll.
You are my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye.